Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're at the roastery. Got a really exciting roast today as we have a new coffee that we're roasting. We've actually been roasting a few newer ones and I've made a couple of videos recently, but I just didn't like how they came out, so I didn't publish them. That's why we've been away for about a month or so. But I'm back and we have a nice Pacamara from a really cool farm that just won the Best of Panama Geisha Washed. So it's a really exciting Pacamara natural. I sampled it a couple of months ago and been waiting for it to arrive. It just arrived and really excited to get it into the roaster. It's a really amazing farm, really high elevation in the Boquete region, which the Panama Geisha kind of cooperative is all around there. So really great farm and excited to get this one offered. We're also going to be roasting some more of our Guatemalan geisha today and the Ethiopia Hamasho village. I'll be posting another video with some other new coffees that we have. We have a Pink Bourbon from Cafe Granja La Esperanza. You all know that farm. It's very famous. We've done a few videos on it before. It's a Pink Bourbon. And we have a coffee from Peru. It's a Catura, natural Catura. It's really, really nice fruit-forward coffee that we'll also get another video on very soon. So for now, let's get this into the roaster and we'll get it going. So also part of what we'll do today is, as we throw it into the roaster, we're kind of building out that roasting profile. So this first roast, I'm bringing you right behind the scenes of our first roast where we're really trying to dial in that perfect profile that we'll use going forward. And as we translate our notes from our sample roasting over to the roasting profile that we'll use going forward, we kind of have to toggle a little bit of things. So the heat temperature, the amount of time that it's in drying, yellowing phase, and as we get into first crack. All those things are very important, and we're going to take very meticulous notes of them and build out that really great profile. So you'll be behind the scenes as I'm doing that, and you'll see what I'm doing and as I'm kind of toggling with the heat temperatures and the loft and whatnot. So let's get it going. And yeah, I don't expect this to be the most perfect roast, perfect profile roast, but I expect it to be very tasty no matter what. This coffee is really, really good. It's going to be part of our competition series, so it's a really great, amazing coffee, and we'll get it going. Woo! Wow, we just cracked open this bag. I remember when I got the sample of this one, I thought it smelled extremely sweet. Sometimes fermented coffees can be overly sweet smelling, kind of like candy. This one's not overly sweet, and it's perfect. I remember now why I wanted to order this one pretty quickly. So, oh, I'm excited to get this one in. Just quickly show you the color of these. They're not, I would say they're still green, reminiscent of a green color like a traditional unroasted coffee is, but they're a little bit yellowish. And sometimes you can see the yellowish color on a honey processed coffee, but this is not honey processed, just natural. They let it sit outside for a few weeks as it was kind of soaking up all the really nice notes of the cherries, and got this color. So really cool, really great coffee. We've been starting our coffees a little bit higher on the beginning of the roast, and I've been liking that more because it's getting the coffee to the Maillard phase or the yellowing phase a lot sooner. And then what I do is I actually drag that out as much as I can, and I've been really enjoying those kind of notes that it's extracting from there. Really great qualities in the coffee, so especially top quality coffees, I really want to extend that as much as possible. So we're starting this a little bit hotter. We're going to go to about 5.5 here. Usually we would start at 5. We're going to 5.5, and then in 1 minute we're jumping right up to 6.5. So trying to get it up to around 300 degrees internal bean temperature as quickly as possible, and then drag that out between 300 and roughly 350 or so. Drag that out as much as we can, and then we start increasing again. So we're gonna try that with the Pacamara, see how the profile is, see how it becomes, see how quickly it jumps. If it jumps too quickly, we'll drop it down, we'll toggle with the loft a little bit. So tune in, see what we do here. Oh, can already smell the really nice sweet notes in it. And this is just a unroasted coffee. Just imagine when it's roasted. Another thing we've been kind of toggling with a little bit is increasing the loft a little more. So giving a little bit more of an agitation room. I've noticed that at times if it's too low, there are some unevenness across the bean. So if you do have an Artisan 3E or another Artisan product, I've been going a little bit higher on the loft, just pushing the air through a little bit more, and I've been noticing some really great results. So maybe give it a shot. All right, just a little bit about this coffee and the farm that it's from. So it's from Adara, which is in the Boquete region of Panama, the most famous growing region within Panama. The Panama Geisha kind of cooperative is there. So lots of geishas are grown. He is also part of it. Grows an amazing geisha, as I mentioned. His washed geisha won first overall in the competition at the Best of Panama this year, just a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I think it was last week. And I actually have a sample of it that I need to get inside of the roaster, but it just shows the quality of his products there. And he's actually the 4th generation farmer in the family that's owned that farm. So ever since he took it over, he's been trying to increase the quality and really showcase his coffees to the world. So that's just one testament of the great quality coffee that he's been growing there. All right, a couple of just notes right off the bat. We're 272 internal bean temperature at 3 minutes. At 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we're gonna jump to 7. We're at roast air temp 400. That's pretty good. It's a little hot, but I think we'll leave it there for now. And we're gonna monitor it. Like I said, we wanna get to the yellowing phase pretty quickly here. And then this is gonna stay in 7 for a couple of minutes. This is not where we wanna end the temperature. We wanna actually end it a little bit hotter. Probably air temp around 500 degrees, but like I said, this is the first time we're roasting it. We're trying to dial in that profile, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, things are kind of checking out. And at 4 minutes, we are at 293, that's great. It looks like yellowing is about starting. So drying phase ran about 4 minutes. All right, we just increased the heat air temp to 7.5 here. I did that because it started to get a little bit slower on the rate of rise for the internal bean temp. And like I said, I really want to drag out the yellowing phase as much as possible. Let me check the color here. Yeah, it's looking good. It's almost getting to browning phase soon. So I met the owner of Adara. His name's Marcus Duran. I met him at the Coffee Expo in Chicago a couple of months ago. And really great guy, and I got to know him really well, and he wanted to start expanding more in the States, so was able to get his information, get a bunch of samples, and quickly realize how good of coffee he's been growing. So really excited that we built that partnership there, and hopefully we can continue with some other coffees in the future. So it is being dragged out a bit long, and we're gonna jump to 8 now. Okay, so this already looks like it needs to be a higher roast air temp heat level than most of my other coffees, which is fine. Every coffee roasts differently. What I noticed with some of the kind of longer fermented coffees is they will actually take a higher temperature. So at 8 minutes, we are at 361. Yeah, it's definitely growing pretty slowly on the heat air temp. So we're gonna leave it on 8, but slowly toggle it up a little bit, as we do want the ending temp to be around 500 roast air temp. This is looking like it's gonna be a longer roast time. That's fine. Usually we want to end around 10 minutes or so. That's kind of the latest that we want to go. But sometimes they run to 11, at times 12. I had another Pacamara that ran 12 minutes, and even one of my videos I ran it to 13, but as I kind of dialed in that profile more, we brought it back down to about 12. All right, yeah, so this is definitely running long. We're gonna crank down the loft a little bit. You can tell that the weight of the beans is dropping pretty drastically. So they're getting really agitated. Roast air temp is pretty good. Right at about 400, I'm actually going to turn it down to 8, but it's definitely running long. All right, first crack is about to begin. We're gonna turn it down to 8, and it just began now. And we're probably, I think I'm gonna leave it in here for maybe 30 seconds. Yeah, color looks good. Loft looks good. gonna increase the loft just a little bit. Maintaining roast air temp exactly where we want it. And we're gonna end at 40 seconds. Just a few Quakers, which no matter, like I said before, no matter the farm you're getting the coffee from, even if it's won many competitions, you still get Quakers in them. It's just, they do their best to get them out, but you'll never know. So it's on us roasters to ensure that we're pulling them out. Chaff was on the lighter side. There's no chaff stuck to the bean, which is great. Great for aesthetic reasons. But looks good. Overall, I think this is a good roast. We'll get it cupped, see how it tastes. And then we'll get it bagged and sent off to our customers. All right, and with the roast being completed, that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the content here. I think we have a couple of notes that we are taking back from this roast that we're gonna improve on our next roast as we're dialing in that perfect roast profile. But I think for now, it looks pretty even, looks like a great coffee to drink. And I'm really excited to get it cupped and to get it brewed. I love making the roasting videos. They're probably my most watched videos, so it's cool that you all enjoy watching them. If you have any suggestions or any comments on what you'd like to see going forward, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and I look forward to the next video.